Everyone, thanks again for joining us. This next presentation, I'm happy to introduce Catherine Baird from the City of Maple Ridge Economic Development and Tourism Office. Catherine, over to you.
All right. Hello, everyone. If you're enjoying the summit so far. As Dale mentioned, I'm here from the City of Maple Ridge, and I'm going to be talking about a dog-friendly Maple Ridge program that we initiated in early 2021. We received some funding from Destination BC through the COVID Community Adaptation and Recovery Program. They provided us with a grant for $15,000 to help our local businesses and services that were hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. In early 2019, we were going through the second wave of the pandemic, and businesses were really struggling. Many of the restaurants were shutting down, or they were just having a hard time with converting over to only takeout because inside dining was disallowed. They were putting in plexiglass, struggling with labor and supplies, and citizens also were struggling with gyms being closed and community centers shut down. There was a lot of social isolation, and we needed to think, as a economic development and tourism office, how can we help people to get off the couch where they were shopping online with Amazon and get out into the community and help out our local takeout businesses and the local shops and services. So we came up with this program when we were looking through on some of the trends and some of the spending habits during this time, and found some interesting research. One of these was that Canadians as a whole spend $8 billion per year on their pets. And even during this pandemic, when you would expect people would be spending less, they were actually spending more on adopting dogs and spending on dog fashions and gear, food, and other services. Another interesting fun fact was that millennials, 44% of them were opting to adopt pets rather than have children, which was fascinating. We also looked at the shop local multiplier effect. So if we could get people to shop from our local businesses, then the benefit to our community was multiplied by 4.6% because the funding would circulate into the community. There's a picture of our dog Hazel. We adopted her in late 2020. So one of the first things that we did was we formed a committee with partners. City of Maple Ridge, we had City Real Estate was the tourism office. We also had someone from our communications department to help with the marketing. The Chamber of Commerce came on board and helped us be that front of the program and connect with the local businesses. We had the Downtown BIA, the Business Improvement Association, as part of it. And then we had local retail and services participate in the program. And we have a BC Ale Trail Maple Ridge program, and the BC Ale Trail partnered with us on an influencer campaign that helped get the word out about how beautiful Maple Ridge is and the businesses and services that we have. Sky Helicopters at our Pitt Meadows Regional Airport also joined and helped us with a marketing campaign that was a lot of fun. So we had that nominal investment of $15,000, and we wanted to enhance it and leverage off it and create as much benefit for the community as we possibly could. So we looked at those trends, we looked at the industry needs, we threw in some lighthearted humor and pet cuteness, which always goes over very well. And within the first few months of launching, we had 33 businesses that signed up and put the dog-friendly decal in their window to identify them. These businesses still have their decals in their windows. We gave them a startup package to help them get started. So some craft dog treats that were made locally for behind the counter, and some other things like template signs, ideas for dog menus for the patio restaurants. We did some contests. We partnered with PawSwap app, and people were given reward points for visiting dog-friendly businesses. And we had some prizes when they reached a certain number of points. We did a number of marketing assets. And then we also gave out some guidelines to the businesses on food safety and general safety protocol for having pets on in businesses and on patios. One of the influencer campaigns, the one we did with the BC Ale Trail, was with Mr. Bentley the dog, a really cute influencer. He and his pets go up in a helicopter and have a picnic with local food and beverages, and then they came down and visited some of our businesses and parks and whatnot. If you want to check that out, you can go to Instagram and type in @Mr. Bentley, #the dog, and click on the BC Ale Trail icon and see that campaign. So a couple of ways that we measured the success of the program. We looked at the reach of our marketing. And we saw that, for example, the influencer campaign with Mr. Bentley had 113 impressions and a reach of 72,000 people within the first couple of months. We also did a video. We did a lot of online marketing with Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, usual ones, TikTok. We did some media, newspaper ads, the contests. We created a video, and after doing all this, when we started wrapping up the pilot program, to see how successful it was in terms of economic benefit to the community, we took our input of $15,000 and we determined an output. And the way we did this, we used the PawSwap app analytics, and that determined the number of visits per day by the PawSwap users. We multiplied it by an estimated spending in dollars, and we put that at a nominal fee of $5 on average per person. We multiplied it by the length of the marketing program, which was 90 days, and then multiplied it by that 4.6 multiplier effect because we were encouraging local shopping. And we came up with an output of $43,470. And of course, that is an approximate, but it does give us a benchmark so that when we do the program, if we repeat this program or others and come up with an output, we can measure the success of it against this baseline. So I'll leave you with this dog-friendly marketing video that we produced as part of the campaign. And if you want to see any of the other assets, you can check out #dogfriendly Maple Ridge or our website, mapleridge.ca/dogfriendly. And I'm happy to share any of our assets and feedback if you're interested in doing something similar. So I'll just start this video and turn up the volume. And thank you for having me present and highlight this program. Here's video. Oh.
I'll take it. I'll do it.
Okay.
I love that Maple Ridge is a dog-friendly community. For me, Mavis has become a little bit of a therapy dog. She's been brilliant for my mental health. She gets me outside, she gets me going for walks, and I don't have to leave her at home. I can bring her to the patio for happy hour. It's great. I think that it's pretty progressive of a city to welcome dogs into their downtown core. I think it's lovely to be able to pop into a shop and know that she's welcome. She's pretty friendly and she loves people, so I really enjoy taking her out for an adventure.
I think the downtown experience, as far as I'm concerned in Maple Ridge, is it's easily accessible. We get excited as soon as we know that there's somebody with their dog coming, especially our regulars that we know the dog and the dog knows us. We'll get their water ready for them. If we know that they're going to have a burger patty or some chicken strips or whatever, we'll get those started in the kitchen so we can get the dog fed. And we wanted people to know that when they're going out with their pet or their family, that they've got a safe place to do that here on our patio.
There are so many trails and opportunities to walk your pet here. There's miles and miles of dikes and trails and forest, so you're never at a loss to find a good place to go. This is one of our favorite spots because it's the North Alouette Greenway, and right at the very end of it there's the pub, which has a dog-friendly patio, and that's just a really nice way to end off your walk with your dog.
It's definitely a place where people with dogs come because it is nice and big and tables are all perfectly spaced out. Everybody can bring their dogs up here as long as they're on the leash. Families are out for a walk, bring the dogs up. Neighbors are cutting across fields with their dogs, come up for a late night beer. It's a major, major draw for us. Everybody loves dogs around here.
Taking the dog for a walk and being able to look around at some of this fantastic scenery. And then afterwards, just pop into one of these dog-friendly patios in Maple Ridge and have a beer and a burger, and there's something dog-friendly within a couple of minutes of almost anywhere. So having that available at my back door is fantastic.
Thank you, Dale.